What is up, XRP community? Welcome back to another video. Sorry I look like a bum today, but it's the weekend. I'm not really working and there's too much going on that I had to make a video. Let's hop right into it. So Bitcoin has a big weekly close coming at the end of this week, which is tomorrow evening. And you see it's right here in between two levels of support, 32K and this 28K level. So tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Universal time, which is in 4 hours from now. That's 8 p.m. on the east coast of the US. You might want to be watching the charts, as this is an important weekly close around this level. You could see Bitcoin come back down to 23K or lower if it doesn't close above this 28K level. The escrow address for XRP has sent a $1 billion payment to the SEC. Could it be a settlement? I want to talk about that, but first, here in a minute, guys. If you use Twitter, a link to my Twitter is in the video description below. It's the best spot to tweet me information if you need to get in contact with me. I have a lot of smart subscribers in the community, so if you ever have a story or some relevant information you think I'd want to cover in a video, just tweet it at me, DrippyXRP. Bank losses have continued throughout this week. Large banks down 90 billion. Small U.S. banks up a measly 6 billion, and foreign-related banks down 42 billion. From March 8th to March 22nd, U.S. banks have lost over 225 billion in deposits. Which bank will fall next? And I ask that to you for the comment section question below. Do you think the bank fallout is over, or do you think we will see more banks continue to fall? In a continuation of this de-dollarization trend, we saw the president of Kenya warning his citizens against holding dollars. We've seen Saudi Arabia offering to accept other payments for their trade. Russia and China are doing global amounts of record amounts, relatively speaking, not compared to the US dollar, but for Russia and China's swap line, they're doing record numbers of trade in the Chinese yuan. Now we have India to settle trade in India rupees with certain countries instead of dollars. And I say all of these headlines almost seem coordinated because every day it seems like we're having another country coming out and saying this. All right. It's clear that the dollar is on its way out. If you can't see that on your own, then I can't show you that. And whenever we see countries like this choosing currencies besides the dollar, we know a new future awaits us. Now, what will the US economy and USA as a superpower do? There's a lot of game theory that goes into that. Do they start a war and try and retain global dominance? Do they create a new supranational currency that's somehow tied to the dollar? Do we even go back to the gold standard? Right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't even know why we got off the gold standard to begin with. It seemed like a great idea having something of value behind your paper money, but I guess that's an idea of the old now. Moving forward, another U.S. leader leaving the country. We are doing the exact opposite of welcoming innovation. But why? And I posted this article, crypto exchange Bittrex, once a dominating force in the U.S., is leaving the U.S. And it blames Uncle Sam, the U.S. government, for not providing clear rules and regulation and instead doing the opposite. Where's that article of Gary Gensler? Gary Gensler has changed his profile picture. I just closed out of something. Well, I'll just pull it up right here. Gary Gensler. Look at his new profile picture, and you guys tell me that this guy isn't mocking everyone. Alright, I cannot type. Gary Gensler, boom. So he has the glasses on. This is the thug life meme. Basically a thing of pop culture where if you think you're a badass, it's hard to describe memes. I don't know if you ever tried to describe memes and the meaning of a meme, but these sunglasses, basically they mean badass. And Gary Gensler, with everything he's done this year, has the audacity, has the stones to come out and do this. And then we have, where's the article from Forbes? Did I just close out of all my articles? Jesus, is annoying. Elizabeth Warren. Anticrypto. These are the U.S. regulators. These are the people that you have elected. Elizabeth Warren is building an anti-crypto army, feeding serious U.S. Bitcoin ban warnings. And this is what she's running on. One of you guys tweeted this at me, actually. Let me pull it up. Karen is building an anti-crypto army. Oh, this is a meme, I guess, calling Elizabeth Warren a Karen. But it's crazy that we have some regulators who are very bullish on crypto and want to provide regulation, and then some clowns like this. Something positive, though, that did come from the weekend is Kamala Harris, politics aside, I know she's not some of our favorites, but talking about how we need to welcome innovation. So I think this is a good thing.
Million people to the internet, and brought more than 1 million people thus far into the formal financial system. So we know this approach works. We know this approach works. So now, on my final day on the continent, for now, I have convened this group of business and philanthropic leaders in Lusaka to discuss how we can continue to invest and pursue long-term economic growth together. Many of you at this table and the folks that you work with have a history of doing work on this continent, and we will benefit, I strongly believe, from hearing from you and from lessons learned. There are many areas of
and keep in mind, one of the biggest adopters of Ripple's on-demand liquidity we saw in the past month, MSF Africa. Geez, I really need a haircut, pardon me. The quality of my information on this channel is not synonymous with the quality of my physical appearance. Never forget that. All right, this information is super high quality. Kamala Harris talking in Africa. Africa is one of those countries that we're going to see over the next 20, 30 years, maybe even quicker, just expand its GDP and global dominance because there's so many people there and there's a lot of opportunity to grow, a lot of financial innovation that has not occurred, and they are really welcoming it. MSF Africa, the PayPal of Africa, is one of Ripple's biggest partners, and this happened, I want to say, in the past 6 months, amongst a crypto downtrend and a lawsuit against Ripple. Imagine what happens when Ripple doesn't have a lawsuit and there is no crypto downtrend. And speaking of Ripple, Flare, and other digital assets, if you guys need a spot to get XRP or Flare, I recommend Uphold. It's sleek, it's simple, and it's secure. And they have a $50 bonus when you sign up and make a trade. A link to Uphold in the video description below. That's where I buy my digital assets every single day. And a great offer here from Weeble. If you sign up and deposit 1 penny, you get $41 guaranteed in minimum stocks. You can get up to $3,000 of stocks for free, but typically you're just going to get $40 to $300. But it's a great offer just for signing up, depositing 1 penny. You're guaranteed $41 in minimum stock value. Sell your stocks, close your account, do whatever you want, but don't. Excuse me, too much coffee. Don't miss out on this great offer with Weeble. It does end soon. A link's in the video description below for your guaranteed $41. I think you do have to be in the USA for this one, though. A few more news stories. XRP community lawyer John Deaton says nothing changes for Ripple, even if it loses summary judgment. In this interview with CoinDesk TV, he said the outcome of the ongoing lawsuit would not affect Ripple's operations in any ways. He says it does not matter whether Ripple wins or loses. They still have these long-term institutional partnerships in which they will be able to move value across the internet. Even if Ripple loses, it will still play a role in representing Bank of America and several other large institutions, and it will also continue to move capital around the world, providing liquidity to both small and regional institutions. Ripple will grow even if it loses. He added that since the SEC did not seek a preliminary injunction, the leading Silicon Valley tech company Ripple will continue to experience tremendous growth of 800%. That is the amount of growth they had for on-demand liquidity, which is the product that uses XRP. So an 800% growth number year over year in a downtrend and with a lawsuit against the SEC. And you're telling me you grew 8x, you grew your business 800%. Guys, these are .com type growth numbers. You don't see businesses grow at 800% year on year. And when you do, you know you have an extremely innovative technology on your hands. So what happens if Ripple loses? Yeah, in the short term, maybe it affects the price. But long term, guys, we're still extremely bullish. And now the potential settlement. The full $1 billion XRP just released from escrow by Ripple today on April 1st, and it was just escrowed into the SEC wallet. You can see the destination right here is the SEC, and look at the date this was created. April 1st, 2023. Happy April Fools. Did I get you? Sorry. But obviously this is a fake tweet. This guy did this 5 minutes into the new day of April Fools. No, there's not an escrow payment, all right? Sorry for the clickbait. I hope you guys got some valuable information from the video. If you made it to the video end, comment escrow in the comment section below. Every escrow comment I read. I really appreciate you guys for giving me 10 minutes of your Saturday. I hope you had a great weekend. Another video to come later tonight, I believe. God bless you guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Until next time, my friends.